What's up, gang? Welcome back to the Stand Up Life. In today's episode, we got a very, very special guest. You guys probably see this guy every night on television. Grew up with this guy. I grew up watching him. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the legendary weatherman, TV personality, all of the above, Mr. Guy Hagi.
Hey, thanks to I'm very humbled to be here. But, I've transitioned. I've been doing morning shows now for like almost 7 years. I've been on Sunrise.
Oh, yeah. Oh, so you don't do weather at all anymore?
No, I do, but only in the morning.
Okay.
So I'm not at night anymore, except for Cheap Eats, and I do that Pacific Pulse thing.
Cheap Eats,
Pacific Pulse thing. So I still have a presence at night, although the core of my job is in the morning.
In the morning, that's right. Sunrise. Shout out to Hawaii News Now.
Yeah.
Always been a fan of you. We can start from the beginning. Like, how did you get into reporting?
So just the other day, September 11th, right? That marked my 24th year at KGMB. That's KGMB.
Right.
5 years before that, I had started at KHNL when they just started their news. So KHNL is basically a very new station compared to the other stations.
Yeah.
So I started there as a weather guy. But even before that, it really started when I was working at Town & Country as a young kid. Town & Country had one store back in the day.
You mean TNC?
TNC,
okay.
They only had one store back in the day. I worked in the store.
Where was that, in Waikiki? Or?
No, it was in Aiea.
Oh.
You know where there's a Safeway there now.
Yeah.
So it's right next to the Safeway. So I was working there right out of high school, just working on the floor, one of few clerks, and
You went Aiea High School?
No, I went to McKinley.
McKinley,
But it was a dream job for a kid coming out of school going, you can work on a surf shop.
Yeah.
And back then, surf shops, we didn't have surf shops in the malls, not many. So at the time, they just started this agreement with a radio station to do a surf report on the radio.
Mm-hmm.
So they had the pros. They had Dane Kealoha, Larry Bertleman, these legendary pros.
Yeah.
Wake up early and call in a surf report. And back then, there was no science to it. You just call your friend. What's it today? I don't care what's going tomorrow because we don't know.
Yeah.
We never have the technology. So just write on report and then do the report. And those guys, being professional surfers, lived up to the stereotype, and they couldn't call in on a consistent basis when the radio station need them. Radio being radio, it's on a schedule. So they went, we cannot. The radio station's up in arms going, hey, we need somebody to call in every day. So I'm 18 years old. They asked me, hey, Guy, can you do this surf report? Can you imagine being 18 and going, I get to have my name on the radio, tell everybody the surf report, and was only like 3 people altogether in the state doing radio surf reports. Me, Joe Teipel, and later was Gary Culey, and that's it, and amongst the stations. So that's how I kind of built my...
Got the bug a little bit,
I got the bug a little bit. Yeah, and I was going to college for a little bit for journalism, and then...
This was a daily thing, too?
It was a daily thing. It was 7 days a week.
Yeah.
I had to call before 7 o'clock.
Were you getting paid, though?
No.
Oh. All for the love.
Yeah, all for love. And, you're 18 years old. You go, I get my name on the radio. People know me, but they don't know what I look like.
Yeah.
So that, believe it or not, that radio surf report lasted for like 20 years.
Really?
Even though it broke away from Town & Country and the radio station asked me to do it because they wanted to start selling it. So then I made a little bit of money, but really pocket change.
Yeah.
So that went on for like 20 years. And during that time is when KITV called me and goes, hey, you know what? We want you as this personality with some knowledge of weather and your surf community to come and we want your audience. So can you come try out, do the weather for us? And I was like, all right. Never had TV experience, right? Put on a ill-fitting suit, went on, and the guy hired me on the spot.
Wow.
Not knowing
what
he was in for.
What year was this?
So this was 94.
Oh, shoot. Before I was born. I was born in 96.
Long time, bro. I've been doing this a long time.
That's crazy, though. So, like, they actually came to you then.
Yeah.
And it all started off with that radio surf report.
Yeah, because everybody knew
Yeah.
they associated surf with me, right? And the TV guys never did surf, barely, right? Dan Cook used to do it, used to touch on it, but there was no surfer doing it. There was no expertise, right? So so I had this name already, some name recognition.
But they just recognize your voice. Like when
Yeah,
he was
the
in
voice
public.
and the name.
Yeah.
Of course, the voice was on for 20 years before I even got on TV.
Yeah.
So
And
yeah.
you had a good following of people, and
Yeah,
because you're a big time surfer too, right?
Yeah. I don't know big time, but
Your friends will call you up, ask about the surf report.
Yep. And that's kind of where that's where all the grief started coming from too. Going, you know what? You told me it was gonna be good, not good. But I'm telling you what, if you didn't drive 1 mile farther, that spot was good and your spot wasn't good. So that's the quirkiness of what I was doing, right? And then it was all like wake up people in the morning and call the same 4 people. Hey, so what's it looking? Sometimes they might give me a bum report. They never wake up and look and So that was how the fun started. Yeah.
That's I didn't know that. That's it all just so you use it KITV first. The first
No,
one.
wait now. So this is a very interesting story that I've told to other people. But I got hired at KITV, the late news director, Wally Zimmerman, responsible for many careers. He hired me on the spot. He goes, okay, we can work with you. You're raw, but you got what we need. So you come in and you train, and I can't put you on air yet because the station just sold. We have new management. But you're the guy. We're going to put you on the weekend, and then you just come and you practice. You learn and you train on the computer and learn to make the graphics. I said, okay, I was coming in. And then in the meantime, KHNL was starting their news operation, and Dan Cook had left for KITV to go work at KHNL.
Yeah.
So Dan Cook called and goes, hey, did they hire you yet? He said, yeah, he told me hire. Did you sign a contract? I said, no, not yet. They cannot put me on. They gotta, wait for the ownership. He goes, come audition for us. I said, all right. And I was working in the surf industry at the time, right? So I went to audition, and then Dan goes, I did the audition with Dan, and goes, okay, we got you. We got a position for you. We're going to sign you right now. So I said, okay. So that's where I went. So I ended up working there. But here's the funny part. This is hilarious. You can't even make this up. So I was going to work on the weekends with the anchor at the time was this guy, great journalist. His name was Dick Allgaier. So Dick was the weekend anchor.
Okay.
Remember Tiny Tadani?
Yeah.
Tiny Tadani was doing sports, KITV. I would have been the weather guy. So imagine if there was and I told the news director after this about it, and he turned white. He goes, I almost made that mistake. I said, yes, because imagine there was a reporter out in the field, and they go, okay, so that's it in Mo'ilili. Back to you, Tiny Dick. Can't make that up. So it almost happened, but
I like how you
happen.
didn't say the word guy to it, but you left the other words.
So it almost happened, but yeah. So then before that happened, I ended up working on KHNL.
Yeah.
And I was very, very fortunate to be paired in the morning with Lee Cataluna. So talk about comedic chops and stuff, and she really had a hand. She was basically the producer in addition to the anchor, and she injected all kind of humorous stuff. She put like the daily school lunch menu. From public schools. Yeah, it was great working with her, and I love her till this day.
No, I mean you're a legend in like.
I don't know about legend. I just been around a long time too.
No.
I just been able to navigate the reefs and the shoals of the news business because it's kind of tricky sometimes.
Yeah, and it is hard. Like because I remember we did that skit like a few years ago. Yeah. So I did like a first time weatherman skit with
and that run of skits is hilarious. I don't know how you picked the occupations, but yeah. And I was very very humbled to be.
I think I even wore like a shade of green shirt on the green screen. But for the people that don't know, it's hard doing that green screen work because.
I can do it. I'm not a brain surgeon, but it's backwards.
Yeah.
You look at I tell everybody when we brush our teeth in the morning, our right hand, the image is using his left hand.
Yeah.
And you're used to that.
Yeah.
But in TV, when I see the image and I need those images to know where I'm at on the green screen, it's opposite.
Yeah.
Right? The right hand is the right hand.
Right.
So it's very different. Yeah, it's opposite. But like I said, I can do it.
So do you like your job now, just doing morning?
I love it. I didn't like it to start when Rick Blangiardi said we're gonna move you to the morning. Yeah. I did not like it, obviously, because you're turning everything upside down. But I'm a half full guy, cup half full guy. I had 2 kids in high school that I only saw them at dinner, right? So
now you get the whole day.
So now I would leave. I wouldn't see them in the morning. I'd pick them up from school. We'd go surfing.
Yeah.
We'd have dinner together. I sleep a little earlier than them. So in the evening time, and this is for all people in the news working that afternoon, even late evening shift, you never see your kids if they're in school.
Right.
Because they leave, or you might see them leave for school, right? Then you don't see them because you're going to work at 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
You don't see them. You might make it home for dinner, but that's it. You don't see their games. You don't see their ballet recitals. You miss all of that. So I missed all of that. And Kim, my wife, was doing all of that because she got out of the news knowing that
That's right,
the kids would have to need this attention. So she got out, changed careers midstream. She's a freaking rock star.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Shout out to Kim.
Yeah. She's a rock star, and she's even more successful in what she does now. Than,
What does she do now?
So she's something called the development director at Iolani, which is the fundraiser.
Okay.
And she's really done a lot for the school. I'm a McKinley guy.
Your kids go Iolani.
They went to Iolani.
Oh, they went, yeah.
So and the main thing for her was being on campus with the kids.
Yeah.
And we didn't have a dog in the fight because it's very competitive between those private schools. And I didn't know I'm coming from McKinley.
Yeah.
Punahou adjacent. So
I went Punahou, so I saw.
Yeah, Punahou adjacent. So you know the rivalry very well.
Yeah.
And I didn't know. We went to the thing and we picked the thing because we thought it would be best for the kids, and then best for the kid and the first kid, and then he went in at seventh grade, sixth grade, and then from there they've thrived, especially with the mom on campus. So it worked out really well. But the thing is, like Luke got, he's a very sharp kid. He got accepted at all the private schools we entered him to because we had, we didn't know, we didn't have a favorite, and he got selected. So for Punahou, you got to turn in this index card that says you turned down the thing, the acceptance.
Oh, really?
So I went in and turned it down, and they ran after me going, why? What could we have done better? I said, you couldn't have done better. We just picked what we thought was best for the kid. Your school's awesome. Are you kidding me? Obama went here. Tumua went here. So, but my auntie worked she was assistant to the dean for like 30 years. And she didn't talk to us for like a year and a half because we didn't know about the rivalry and all that. So.
I think Iolani is more expensive than Punahou too.
Yeah.
You guys just chose the most expensive one.
Well, that wasn't it. It's like a smaller community. It's half the size of Punahou.
Yeah.
And we thought that he being a more of an introverted kid, we thought it would be better. So yeah, that's why we picked it. But anyway, Kim's been there now. The kids are all out. They graduated college. They're both working, and she's still there.
The kids back at home too now? Or
only one of them.
Only one?
The other one is crushing it, though. She's in Santa Monica.
Okay.
She's working in the sports marketing department of Red Bull.
Oh, wow.
Yes. The dream job. I wish I could go to the events that she goes to. But we're very proud of the kids. Yeah, they've done really well.
What is about the other kids?
So Luke is working remotely. He's got the job too, man. So he works remote. He stays at home. It's for a company that does what do they do? They're a tech company. So all he does, he gets tickets and then he deals with customers' problems.
Oh,
so he just fixes like, hey, did you turn it on? Did you turn on the computer? Okay, maybe reboot the computer. That kind of stuff. Yeah, the call center stuff. And these guys
plug it in?
Yeah, they have clients around the world, but they're based in a lot of different countries around the world. But the owner lives here.
Yeah.
So we got to know Luke, and he said, we got to have you come on. So yeah. Yeah.
They didn't have any interest of getting into like broadcasting with.
No, I think they saw the whole thing, and we always told them, aim higher, man.
Because both of the parents, right? You guys both.
Yeah, Kim's an Emmy Award winning. She was the number one anchor when she was doing it, and before I started doing weather, she was the number one weather person.
Right.
Yeah, on the cover of Midweek and all of that. Yeah.
So just curious, like, do you remember your very first time on air?
Oh yeah, it was horrible.
Yeah, it was
horrible. It was horrible.
This is with KHNL.
Yeah. And this is before I started working with Lee Cataluna because they wanted to break me in or whatever. So I was doing some weekend stuff and man, I tell you, if you saw it today.
Why was it? Did you forget your lines?
No, so there's no lines to remember, right? But it's like performance anxiety.
Yeah.
Right. So all of a sudden the time's going by really fast. Yeah. The whole movement, probably like when you went from high school football to college football, right? Yeah. The game's moving so fast. Quick. In your mind, you cannot slow things down, right? And at the end, you go back to it, man, I didn't say this. I said this too much. I lingered too long.
Talking too fast.
Yeah, that kind of stuff.
And you get the producer in the ear too.
Yeah. And then, you gotta, it's an art of learning how to think and listen and still present and still talk.
Yeah.
So yeah, I had all of that. I had all that. It was a rough start. So I got to give a lot of thanks and to everybody that watched a long time ago and had patience and was probably entertained by all that.
Do you have any like a blooper that sticks out to you, like a hilarious?
Not really a
moment that
blooper, although
happened?
there's lots of stuff if you go look online. But I think the biggest thing was, you know how we have a hot mic and everybody's getting caught
Yeah.
by hot mics. But the problem was it wasn't supposed to be a hot mic, right? So it was a tech guy. So in the morning, we tape stuff after that goes on to tape for the that goes to the Today Show, right? Al Roker goes, and here's what's happening in your neighborhood. Then they cut to our tape. So I taped something, but before I was taping, it was all black supposedly. I wasn't even on camera supposedly.
Yeah.
And then I go, wow, that was a freaking funny joke. That was a freaking funny joke. So it was good because the context of that curse word wasn't bad, right?
Yeah,
But the
yeah.
curse word was there.
Yeah.
So, and the guy goes, okay, you ready? 3, 2, 1. Then I do the weather flawlessly, 30 seconds, and then, so it gets taped. The guy who cut the tape either didn't like me or was lazy.
Yeah.
So Al Roker goes, and here's what's happening in your neighborhood. It goes to black. Only you hear Guy, and I have a very distinctive voice, apparently, I never knew, saying this thing, going, oh, that's a bleep, bleep, bleep joke. And that bleep, bleep joke is bleep, bleep funny. Okay? And then they go, oh, and Haze, here's your weather, 30 seconds. So from that, I guess that was the big thing. And so I got suspended for 2 days because I was supposed to know I
Really?
was on a hot mic. But it's
Yeah.
like, what about the guy that
did
messed
he-
up? Nothing happened to him.
Wow.
And what's what kind of irked me? He never came and told me sorry.
Yeah,
nothing.
but you knew who it was.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
on another building.
What's his
though.
name? No, I'm just kidding.
But it happens. I'm sure he didn't do it, and, yeah. But you would think that guy be a stand-up guy and go, hey, guys, sorry.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. For
But
real.
it's okay. But it happens. It happens. It made me who I am today.
Yeah.
And you only make that mistake once, usually.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of crazy things happen on air. I mean, been in for how many? Over 20 years, right?
Yeah. So,
Everything. How long you been on air for?
yeah. So I started in 94.
94.
So here we
Okay.
go. So that's
like,
34,
yeah,
35 years. Yeah.
35 years.
Yeah.
a lot
Long
of crazy
time.
things.
Yeah.
What about, so how do you deal with all like the critics and everything? And
You know what?
and everybody said like Guy Hagi.
Yeah, you know what though? Here's the thing, right? Number one, I'm allowed as a person who watches TV
Yeah.
to have my likes and dislikes.
Right.
I don't like that guy. Why you don't like him? Because for my own reasons.
Yeah.
And I gotta allow those people to do the same thing.
Yeah.
I make fun of people on the TV. They gotta be able to do that to me.
Yeah.
And if I get butthurt over that, that's my problem, not their problem. So it's like plus two, they're watching.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, it's great, man.
Yeah.
And then also, if it was mean-spirited and intended to hurt me, I got to go, that's part of my job.
Mm-hmm.
And if they knew me, they wouldn't think that. And if they knew me and they thought that, then that would hurt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I've really taken it that way
Mm-hmm.
to go, you're allowed to hate me. That's fine. And it's not in my capacity to say you're not allowed to do that.
Yeah.
Right? Because we're all allowed to hate or whatever. Maybe hate's a bad word. We're all allowed our likes and dislikes.
Especially if you're a public figure too, because
Yeah.
I get it myself too. I mean, it's all
Yeah.
part of the job.
Right.
Yeah.
So and then you're not gonna lose sleep over that because
Yeah,
then you're
yeah.
never gonna sleep.
Right.
So like it happened when
Yeah, there
Like-
was one point where it was like a top meme was like Guy
because
Hagi.
memes just started.
Yeah, that was just like the
memes
beginning
just started.
stages.
And
I think it was when I was in high school. Maybe it was like 10 years ago.
and there
yeah.
were 2 hurricanes coming to Hawaii.
Yeah.
I wasn't even in Hawaii. Okay. I was out of the country. And I get the text from I forget some morning show guys, right?
Yeah.
In the radio. And they goes, hey, you know what's happening with these memes? They're going crazy. You know what I'm gonna go? Number one, what's a meme? Right? I don't know because I'm older. What's a
Yeah.
meme? I don't know. So then they sent me some images. They go, wow, this is wild.
Yeah.
And they go, it's coming nonstop. There's so many. Can we call you on the radio? And I go, all right, okay, call me. So I called. I did the thing, and they go, what are you gonna do about all this? I go, when I get back, I'm gonna print them all and I'm gonna put them all over the office wall.
Yeah.
Because it's awesome that people would take the time
Yeah.
to have this creativity
Right.
and put it this way. And then plus two, if they're thinking about weather and they put my name, in fact, there was another one with another local weather guy at the time, and he had and the meme for him was a sad face, and he goes, "Well, I do the weather too, you know." So yeah. So
He
I
wants the attention, too.
embraced all of that at the beginning, and I know maybe for self-preservation's sake, I have to take that outlook on all that stuff.
Yeah.
But also, I take the negative stuff seriously if it's credible, if it's something of constructive criticism.
Yeah.
You know, your numbers are off and all this.
Right.
But I have to tell you, my view over the last several years, this is how it is. With regard to the weather in the report, I'm the waiter, I'm not the chef.
Yeah.
Okay? The chefs are in Manoa, the National Weather Service. They're the best guys, they're the smartest guys. Nobody knows the weather like those guys up in Manoa at the National Weather Service.
You're just the messenger.
Yes. That being said, because of the science of weather,
Yeah.
it's not always correct. They make mistakes. But that's the science of weather, and you have to accept that. And I have to accept that sometimes they might get it wrong.
Yeah.
And then I rep that. That's theirs. I'm 100% behind them because they're the one giving me all the technical information that I don't know.
Yeah, and I never understand like I think it's just a Hawaii thing, but like people get mad if a tsunami doesn't hit or a
gosh.
hurricane doesn't hit. Like they want destruction. You know, I never understood that.
Yeah, it's
Like the past one we had, like
Yeah.
thank God it didn't happen. You know, but
and that's something that I don't know that we'll ever change that dynamic.
You think it's a Hawaii thing? Because I don't see that in the mainland. People.
I don't know. I've never been there for one of those events, and I can tell you that, and we see it now with the tsunami, with the hurricanes, the hurricane that came close. A lot of uncertainty still.
Yeah.
You know. And that's the lacking of the science.
Yeah.
But that's the best we have. Every year it's getting better. Will it ever be 100%? I don't ever think so.
Yeah.
It's akin to, and you're a football guy. You know these forecasts for the football, you know, what Vegas says the score's going to be?
Yeah.
How many times is it right? Right?
Yeah.
And if it's wrong,
Sometimes
why?
they get it.
Oh no,
right on the
they
nose.
do
Yeah.
like the weather, they get pretty good,
Yeah.
right? But if they're wrong, why are they wrong? It's because there's so many factors into what makes a game the outcome of the game. You don't know if the quarterback's girlfriend was cheating on him, or if his son had a fever before the game, his head's not there, and that's not in the stats or anything, right? But plays into the game. Same for us. If the clouds move a little different way, hit a patch of cooler air, all of a sudden the computers couldn't see it, we get a shower.
Yeah.
We're better with bigger things than smaller things, right? Like big hurricanes we can see, we have a better idea. Small little random showers that people get mad about, we have a harder time with that.
Was there a point where so you get the report in, like let's say the recent tsunami, you know, do you ever get like a gut feeling that it could be wrong and you're not allowed to go against that, or you have to do exactly what they...
With regard to tsunamis, no. I don't have a gut feeling with tsunamis at all.
Oh, really?
Except I can tell you, number one, if an earthquake happens in the Pacific Rim, anywhere from Chile all the way up to Russia, right, out to Japan, if an earthquake is over an 8, we got to be concerned. That's when we pay attention.
Did you really think this one was gonna hit us?
I thought there was a good chance.
Yeah.
Yes. And it did, right? It did.
Yeah.
But the height was, and we don't have the science to know if the height's going to be 20 feet or 3 feet until it gets really close.
Yeah.
And then they start narrowing it down. Go, okay, this is going to be 3 meters, which is going to be 10 feet, right? And you know, we had really some chaotic stuff at Haleiwa Harbor, at Kahului Harbor, at Hilo Harbor.
I was keeping track of you too. You did it all from home, yeah?
Yeah, because I was already done.
Yeah.
I was done work, and you know, I was.
So you just did it just for yourself then, like the
well,
reports.
I know that I have followers, and I know that now social media, you gotta
say something.
My daughter, in what she does, she tells me that, hey, these big events is when you gotta do stuff. I don't care where you are, you gotta do stuff because you will get more engagement than the station gets at the station.
Yeah.
So that's why I did it. My son's out there filming, going, you know, he's there young, going, do it again. That wasn't right. You know what I mean?
I remember that day because I was supposed to fly to Oregon the next day for a show.
Oh, and your flight got canceled?
No, it didn't. It didn't. Yeah, I was hoping that it didn't. But I know like the Hilo airport shut down, and I was hoping the The Honolulu one didn't, but it turned out to be great. So
Yeah. See, so I mean, that's the best science we have, and yet it's still not enough until we can get closer to the event.
Yeah.
Same like the hurricane. 5 days away, we got to tell you. You know what? We don't know yet.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it looks like it's
you
going
get
to tell
some
you.
guys all eager. Yeah.
Yeah.
How come you don't know?
Yeah, and that's it. The science is, I don't know. You know who's going to be in the Super Bowl today? No. Same thing. But I got a good idea that based on what happened this last past Sunday, Philadelphia might be pretty close.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts get hurt in 3 weeks. All bets are off. So yeah, same thing. Kind of the same thing.
What is the hardest type of weather to predict?
These light passing showers that go from
like
time
you
to
just
time.
said, yeah.
Yeah, because small events are
Yeah.
hard to predict. And small surface are hard to predict too.
Can you predict turbulence too?
See, they're getting better with that.
Yeah.
They're getting better. But still, the airlines are getting caught like guys without seatbelt.
Yeah.
So it still
Because
happens.
as much as I fly a lot, I still get kind of nervous flying a little
Yeah.
bit.
I'll give you a little bit of comfort, okay? Is that the airplanes can handle way more than you think.
Yeah, that's what this one pilot told me. I was talking story with him.
He says, we get jostled around good, no worry.
Because they do the test with the wings, and I seen a video. Like, they bend that thing all the way.
Yeah. So that plane can handle, but
Yeah.
a little bit of a carnival ride, and we're like going, oh my God, I'm gonna die because we only see the plane crashes, right?
Yeah.
We only see those things, so that's why. But I can tell you, they're getting better with turbulence now, although it's still the weather's not 100%. Weather forecasts are 100%, and there's still things that can change, but they are getting better. But they still, the advice is keep your seatbelt on when you're not not walking around.
Yeah. Sorry, I just got a couple questions.
No
too
worries,
that I had,
no
just
worries.
Forgetting, but
I love this Waiakea Hilo water, by the way.
yeah. Shout out to Waiakea, one of the sponsors. What would you say has the most dramatic weather people? Which island?
Oh,
I mean, Oahu's the popular one. So besides Oahu,
I know before people out on the windward, was it the windward side? Yeah, the windward side of the Big Island used to go, how come you don't talk about us?
oh,
Because you guys rain every day. You guys don't talk. But here's the
always
thing.
raining.
But that's when I was at night, right? Because
Yeah.
at night, I don't have a lot of time. At night, you get 3 minutes maybe.
Yeah.
And and then you get 30 seconds. You get a 30-second and 3 minute. In that time, Hartford hit all those areas, right? So my mantra during that time was, where does 8/10 of Hawaii's population live? They live from Aiea to Hawaii Kai. So my message with my shotgun got to hit the most people, and I got to focus on their weather. And if the weather's different or really something of note, then I'll talk about the Pauilos or the Kapa'as or the Anaholas, right?
Yeah.
And that's the great thing about the morning. Because I have 4.5 hours, I can talk about each one of those.
Yeah.
Because their weather going to be so different from Kaneohe to Kailua. I mean, from Kaneohe to Kekaha.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's no way to hit them all. There's no way.
Right,
so yeah,
right.
certain neighborhoods would get really, butthurt about.
Big Island, you heard.
No, so what's really funny is there's this Hoku award-winning musician named Kepa Cruz from Kauai.
Oh, yeah?
He wrote a song.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
That name sounds familiar.
So
Kepa Cruz.
he won a Hoku award, and then he taped it. He asked me if he could use my name and write a song about me. I said, are you kidding? Of course. And of course he's going to make fun of me.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, go for it. That's awesome. So the song starts with, hey, Guy Hagi, why you always got to stand in front of Kauai? Why you always got to tell me the swells is coming? I don't see nothing. You know what I mean? So it's really funny. It's really funny.
What is the name of the song?
Guy Hagi, I think.
Guy Hagi?
Yeah.
Check that out. Shout out to Kepa Cruz.
Yes, Kepa Cruz. So yeah, and he's this talented musician, lives on Kauai, and he wrote the song like 10 years ago now.
Are you always standing in front of Kauai?
I guess
You probably didn't even notice.
For the Kauai people,
Yeah.
it was too much for them. But I would move if something significant was happening.
Yeah.
I would definitely be not just standing in there. But those guys don't care. They're like, hey, you blocking? I can't see nothing.
Right.
And definitely a valid criticism. Yeah.
If you weren't doing all this, if you weren't a weatherman, if you didn't get into that, surf report when you're younger, what do you think you'd be doing today?
Sumo wrestling. I asked that of other people too, and I really don't have affinity for that. Like I was in the surf industry for 20 years as a sales rep.
Yeah.
Right.
I was
Selling
gonna say surf because you're a big surfer.
Yeah, selling stuff from Australia to the local stores here.
Yeah.
And that was during the surf boom when Town and Country went from one store to like 12. Right. Quicksilver boomed into an international surf company. Same for Rip Curl. I worked for Rip Curl. So probably in along those lines.
Something along the surf industry.
Yeah, along the surf industry, I would think.
Who are some of your favorite surfers?
Oh, you know what's wild and what's really wild is, so I grew up in town, right? Surf the country. And when you surf the country and you're in Hawaii, you occasionally see these superstar guys that you see in the magazine, right? And then working at the surf shop, these guys would come into the shop. It's not like shops now where they're in the malls and you never see, like Kelly Slater. You'd never see Kelly Slater unless you go surf pipe or off the wall, whatever, right? But back then, the guys would come to the shop because they would have to get their stuff. Yeah. So I would see all those guys. So and then the guy in Town and Country would sponsor the best guys too. So I know Larry Bertelman. I knew Dane Kealoha, right? I knew those guys. The top guys would come into the shop. The top guys from around the world, the Mark Richards, we're talking the older guys from the kind, right? And then when I worked for Town and Country, when I worked for Rip Curl later after Town and Country, I had to drag around the champions and take them to autograph sessions. Yeah. So that was the best thing ever, meeting all these guys, even though I wasn't nearly surfing anywhere. I was just a pedestrian surfer, right? But then because of the profile of that, I got to know all the surf guys. I know the guys that started HIC, Locomotion, Town and Country. I know all those surfers. And with this job, as it evolved into the TV thing, I've gotten to know Culinary, Makua Rothman, Cora Rothman. I know Kelly Slater, John Florence, all those guys, right? And it's really wild because
it's crazy,
if you're a pedestrian surfer, you go, those guys really don't exist. I don't see those guys. I see them on TV. I see them in the video. I see them in the magazines. But yet, I can call up Kai Lenny and goes, hey, you want to do something? You want to come on the thing?
So do you surf with those guys too?
No, I don't surf with them. Although I have surfed with those guys when the waves were firing in town. I surf Alamona Bowl, right? And that's where all those guys come when the waves are good. I don't catch any waves when they come out. But, I've surfed with Kala Alexander, with Koa, with Makua, with all those Nathan Florence, all those guys. And I surf up in the country. I surf Velzeland, I surf Haleiwa. So I see all these guys as well. Granted, like I said, I'm just kind of sitting on the corner, just watching and trying to catch the odd scrap that comes through. Because make no mistake about it, nobody will ever mistake me for a great surfer out there.
Really? Yeah. I never seen you surf.
Yeah.
What size board do you use?
I'm a decent surfer. So my boards range from 6'0" to 6'4". Although I've been off for a while, I've got a new one called a mid-length. That's the new wave in what older surfers are riding. So it's going to be like 6'7", 6'8". Yeah. But it's still very maneuverable. It's not a longboard because I can't ride longboards at all. So
that's what you're on right now, mid-length.
Yeah.
Probably.
So I haven't ridden it yet. I got it. It's in the process of being made. Yeah.
Did you get any sponsors from any surf companies?
No, because I was never that good. But here's the thing.
You're always involved in it.
But here's the thing. Because I was working for Rip Curl, because I was doing rainbow fins and all that, I kind of had a sponsorship because I'd worked for those guys, right? Yeah. So a little different. I had sponsorships from Locomotion, Calvin Maeda, who was their guy. Calvin would always help me out only because of my profile, like an influencer. Yeah. Not because of my skill by no stretch.
That's still good though.
Yeah. But see, that's why I know all those shapers. I know the top guys and not to brag, but I'm just in that circle where I've been fortunate enough to know the Jerry Lopez's of the world and the John Pizels who shaped John Florence's board, Wade Tokoro, Kerry Tokoro. They shaped all the guys these guys that ride pipe really good. And I just been very fortunate to be in the right place at the right time, I think.
And it's something you love too, so why not be in that industry too?
Yeah, I've sat for hours watching Glenn Pang, who's the Town and Country premier shaper. I sat in his room having foam blown to my face, just watching the thing process, going, I don't have any skill to do what those guys do because it's an artistry to do it. Lock yourself in a room with only this blank talking to you. Right. So I appreciate all that stuff too.
Yeah, I haven't surfed in a while. I mean, I'm not even a surfer myself, but when I was younger, maybe a little bit. But
I've been very impressed with you brought up Max Holloway.
Oh,
Because Max, I'm telling you,
well, he's been because his wife is a surfer.
I've surfed with Alyssa for years,
Yeah.
and she surfs rings around me. I'm telling
Yeah.
you, that girl, there's a reason why she was a pro and sponsored pro. That girl rips. I've known her dad for way too long because we
yeah?
used to surf back in the day.
Yeah.
But it's been awesome to see Max come out and be humbled because surfing's hard.
It is.
It's a long curve. You don't learn that real quick, right? And he's been out there having fun, just taking it on the head, and his wife don't give him no. She's not out there helping him. She's out there just going. You know,
You gotta learn on your own.
and he's managed to progress and ride a shortboard, which is just amazing. That speaks to his athletic prowess, right?
Right.
And the dude, man, he's done something which is on my bucket list, Kelly Slater. He's gone to Kelly's surf ranch.
Oh, yeah?
Ride that mechanical wave, which is the best. That's the most perfect wave in the world.
Where's his ranch at? Is that?
So it's someplace called Lemoore, California. It's way up in the boonies of Northern California.
Oh, it's like a man-made wave.
Yeah,
almost
man-made
like
wave.
the wave rider
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
Or
And
the
there's-
one they do here in
like a Waikai out at
yeah.
out at Huakale. But it makes that wave technology is fun, but it's nothing like
different.
the technology. Yeah, it's way different. Way different.
Wow.
Yeah. But shout out to Max. I'm
Yeah,
very,
shout out to Max, man.
Yeah.
Very
humbled
athletic.
by that guy.
I haven't seen the surfing videos, but I'm sure they're out there. If you search it up.
Yeah.
So do you snowboard too?
That's a big passion. Yeah.
Yeah.
I only go a week a year.
Yeah.
But it's as long as I've been surfing, I've been going
You go
snowboarding.
Utah or where do you go?
Well, we prefer Utah on the mainland. I'm a snow snob.
Yeah.
Be honest, I won't go to Tahoe. The snow's too wet, too heavy. I like it soft and light and fluffy. So I like Canada.
Like shave ice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Canada.
wow.
I love Utah, and I love Japan.
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 You snowboard in Japan?
We've been going to Japan for the last 4 years.
What is it? Mount Fuji?
No. Fuji, you don't ride Fuji because
even know.
I don't think the snow is dry enough there. But you go up more north towards Hokkaido, even north of Tokyo, on the Honshu, on the island that Tokyo is in. You got awesome snow there too.
Oh, yeah?
But the snow is exceptionally dry, and for some reason, because I guess they're not owned by big conglomerates like the U.S. Ski resorts are, the tickets are like $70, $80 a day. Maybe $100 at most.
Yeah.
The U.S. resorts up to $250 to $300 a day
Oh, wow.
because they're all owned by one company
Yeah.
or two different companies, right?
Yeah.
So they all across the board going, we're going to charge this, and it's just obscene. It's obscene. And before we would take two kids who've got to go in class,
Yep.
and then we go skiing. We pick them up after lunch.
So you ski or you snowboard?
I snowboard. I
yeah.
started skiing and
Skiing
then
is
I
harder,
snowboard.
yeah? I heard.
Actually, to learn how, skiing's easier.
Oh, really?
But I don't ski, even though I can ski and I have skied and I know how to ski. I don't ski because you can blow out your knee.
Yeah.
You can't blow out your knee snowboarding. You can get hurt,
Yeah,
but you
yeah.
can't blow out your knee because your knees are locked in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
So that's why. And it's like surfing on a huge mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's more consistent. And you end up being a better snowboarder than you are a surfer.
Really?
Yeah.
So you see yourself getting better in snowboarding than
Oh yeah, yeah.
surfing.
So if you're like a intermediate skier, I
Yeah.
mean a surfer, you can become maybe a almost expert snowboarder. You can become a much better You look better on the snowboarder.
Oh, I should
snowboard than
take
a
up
skier.
that then. I should take up
Yeah,
snowboarding.
it will take 3 days of hurt though. Sometimes people really hurt.
Yeah.
Because you gotta.
I did it once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you'll
It's kinda
fall down.
scary.
You'll fall down like. Snap,
Yeah.
Like
you just
instantly
can't
you'll fall down.
because you can't. You're locked in. That's why you can't
Yeah,
really.
it takes a while.
Yeah.
You go slow, and you got to learn on the right conditions when it's soft and slushy. But once you get it, it's awesome.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
We don't forget to bring glasses too. The first time I didn't bring glasses.
Oh
Everything
yeah.
was just-
See, that's the thing. It's like surfing, right? You cannot go on your own. You got to go with
Yeah.
somebody,
You gotta know someone
and
that
somebody's
knows.
got to take you and then get you all set up and then put you in school. Just
Yeah,
stay there.
yeah.
I come back after lunch, and then you're gonna be all sore. And then tomorrow we got to do it again.
Yep. And speaking of sports, you're a big golfer too, right?
Yeah. Only because, I've been doing it because my dad used to golf,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So to hang out with him, I golfed. But I'm not a great golfer.
What's your handicap?
I'm a decent golfer. Right now, probably like a 15. It got down as low as a 9. But
wow.
now I'm getting shorter. You know, I'm
So
not hitting the ball as far.
What's your score range usually? Like
So
high
probably
80s,
in the mid to high 80s. Mid to high 80s,
Yeah.
mid to high 80s.
I shoot like low 90s.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
we're right about there.
Maybe
we're right about there.
mid-90s.
Yeah. And for you, because you're young, you're strong, I bet the only thing for you is consistency and just the little things
Yeah.
around the green,
Yeah,
the short
yeah,
putts, all
yeah.
that stuff. Because my kid, right, I taught him how to golf, and then he had some lessons. He played high school golf a little bit, but he wasn't great. He wasn't concentrating. He was surfing more. And then like a couple years ago, he goes, you know what, I'm going to stop surfing. I'll go more golf.
Yeah.
And the damn kid's a 3 handicap now.
Wow.
Yeah, hits the ball a mile, plays from the
Yeah.
back tee.
Yeah, I
But-
wish I got into that when I was young. You know, what I mean, 'cause
Yeah.
that's the sport if you want to have longevity, and,
Yeah.
and that's where all the money's at
Yeah,
too. Like
yeah.
Michelle Wee, you know, put a
Yeah.
hole. You
Yeah.
know, so
Yeah.
yeah.
But you know what though? You're young and you know you're big, you're strong. But the thing is that I know a guy like you, big, strong, decided later in life, I'm gonna do this, and he became a good golfer.
Good golfer.
Yeah. So because sometimes you think, oh, I'm too big, I cannot do the turn and all that.
Yeah.
Not true. You can do it.
Can.
You can
No,
do it.
I see some like old men on the course, and they're like the best golfers ever, and they're so smooth.
Yeah,
and
not
soft. It's-
trying hard.
At
That's
first,
my
I'll just
goal.
hit it as hard as I can, but it's really not that.
Yeah,
So,
that's the worst thing. That's the worst thing. But yeah, I love doing that. And you associate with some very, very nice people in Hawaii golf. Hawaii golf people are
Oh, yeah,
awesome. And that's the thing. When I started TV, I said, okay, I'm gonna try to make friends with these two groups of people:
yeah.
golf pros and chefs.
Oh, chefs. Yeah. Yeah, let's talk about Cheap Eats real quick too,
Yeah.
because you're you're the only host now. Yeah, I remember it was you and Augie at first, right?
So now I've decided when Augie left, because he was in political office,
Yeah.
I said, I'll get a rotating guest every time. And that way, people find it more exciting. They go, who's the guest?
Yeah.
They bring more energy every time.
Yep.
Because I've done it by myself and it's flat.
Yeah.
It's flat. It's flat. So that's why you're going to be a guest
we're gonna-
sometime.
we're gonna be on it, yeah.
As soon as we can get your schedule, because I know you're busy. You got a lot of stuff. You're a dad now, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, for sure. And then not only once, we're gonna have you a bunch of times. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to. So what is it airing on right now? Is it on?
So it's on K5. It's on Wednesdays. We air it 4 times on Wednesday.
Okay.
And we are 1 time on Sunday.
Yeah.
So that and we shoot it once a week, and we look for restaurants. Number 1, that are good.
Yeah.
Number 2 is they don't have enough capacity to advertise.
Right.
So that means our audience doesn't know much about this
Yeah.
spot because they
Hole in
don't
the wall
Yeah,
spots
hole in
and-
the wall spots, or else they have deals that they would know about.
Right.
And then it also brings brings that people brings those
Brings a
spots business that they normally wouldn't get.
Yeah.
So it's a nice symbiotic relationship, right?
Right.
We're doing our good for the community on both sides, the
Yeah.
business side and the community side. And people love that. They love their food in Hawaii.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
especially spots that like we didn't try.
Yeah.
because we all know the popular spots that everyone's
Yeah.
been to. It's all been.
Yeah,
you know,
like I tell everybody, it's like what we do is we open the door because
Yeah.
you can walk by a place and go, I wonder what this place is like, right?
Right.
I wonder what this is like, but I don't know if I'm willing to go in.
Yeah.
But we break the door, we open the door, we show you what to expect.
Yeah.
So what's funny about TV is it's the power of suggestion. So 9 times out of 10, you're gonna order the exact thing I ordered, even though they get one big menu. I want the same stuff Hagi had, but people goes. And Augie has this bit in his
I
stand-up.
remember, where he
and
said his
like,
line, yeah.
Yeah, he goes, oh, you guys lie. You guys, we eat the food. We make like it's good. But see, where that comes from is we vet all of them. We know the food is good, right?
Yeah.
With Yelp and all that. But I made Augie eat things he was uncomfortable eating. Here's a local Filipino guy, never ate eggplant.
What?
You see, you find out like what? So I made him eggplant and
He
was
didn't like it.
was unfamiliar. So he was like, oh, I don't know, but was eggplant parmesan, which was over the moon, was super good.
Yeah.
But he was like, oh, it's eggplant. So in your head, if you don't like it before you
Yeah.
try it, you're not gonna like
You
it.
cannot tell him it's eggplant. Just tell him.
Yeah. And the other thing is, Augie, at however old he was, 40 whatever, never ate a pickle. Okay, he had pickle mango, obviously.
Yeah,
But he never
not
had a
pickle.
mini
Not a
cucumber that
pickled
was
cucumber.
pickled.
Yeah.
And I made him eat that. And a
didn't like
dill
it.
pickle will kind of throw you off.
Yeah.
So that, when he took that and he added it, you know what I mean? And, he embellished that to say,
Oh, what did he eat growing up then? Just balut.
I don't know in Kalihi Valley, man. I don't know Kalihi Valley. Yeah. But I love him and all the energy that he brought to the show.
We had him on a guest too, and that's actually I first started doing comedy with him. I was opening for him. At some of his shows.
Yeah.
But I didn't know he didn't never ate eggplant or pickle.
Yeah, he
Come
was
on,
very.
Augie.
But you know what though? That's not unusual for a lot of people around the world. Is that they grow up eating this and they don't adventure.
Yeah.
They don't venture into other cuisines, right? So that's kind of what I want to do, and I really, because that's a pet peeve for me.
Yeah.
Like, dude, you only eat chicken fingers. You never had Thai food.
Right.
You never had this Indonesian food. You never
where
had.
Where would we go if we go to a?
Oh,
spot? Do I pick it or you pick it? Or?
No, I vet them.
Oh, you do it.
So I make sure that it's a home run before you sit down.
Because I don't eat red meat. That's why. So I only eat,
we can find stuff for you.
Yeah.
That's
Chicken,
good to know. That's good to know.
Just chicken, anything else. But I eat hamburger though.
Okay.
It's weird.
No, that's all right. That's all right. But nationality wise, ethnic wise, you eat anything.
Anything, yeah. But
Okay.
I'm kind of picky too. You know. Like I recently just started liking Mexican food, and I never really liked that like throughout my whole life.
Okay.
Maybe the past like 4 years I started eating. Like I really enjoyed it because I don't like beans, but now I eat the refried beans.
Yeah.
and I like it now.
Okay. SoCal, man.
Yeah, that's when I started touring.
So here's the thing. So not the restaurants. When you go SoCal around, even in Beverly Hills, you'll find on the corner the guys put up those pop-up tents, right? But
The
again, on
food
full
trucks.
act. It's not even a truck. They put up those pop-up tents, okay, and they set up their sting. The guy's been there 30 years. He's got a big pot stewing with stuff. He's got a flat top where he's making all the stuff, and they got the giant pickles and all this stuff, and they're all over. Dude.
Oh, is that the one where they is Mexican food?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So when you travel around, now that I told you that.
I see like the hot dog stands.
Yeah,
though.
so they're similar,
Similar like that.
but they're Mexican food places.
Yeah, that's the best ones. The
That's
one
the best.
it's like the food trucks or the hole in the wall spots.
And those food trucks are like, you've seen them. Those trucks are huge and super polished.
Yeah.
They're outside the clubs like 1 o'clock in the morning. Yeah,
So what is your favorite like type of food?
I like a lot. I
Yeah.
like a lot.
So
Like,
you can't narrow it down to.
No, because I love Italian food. I love Mexican food. I love Thai food. I love Hawaiian food.
Yeah.
And I love Korean food. Now I'm finding more and more about Korean food.
Korean food's good.
And obviously Japanese
Where
food.
do you think has the best meat jun in Hawaii? This is the argument that I had before.
You know what?
It's like-
I'm not a good one to ask about that. But I like Mama Wu's. You know, that's
I never
on
had
King,
it. I see it, though.
King
I
Street.
passed by,
Mama
yeah.
Wu's is good. Which one else did I have
Do
recently?
you like Soons or Soons?
I like kimchi too. They're on Wailai. Soon's the one in Salt Lake.
Yeah.
I went there when I was living back over
Yeah,
there, and that
yeah.
used to be a go-to as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So their meat jun is good. It's different though. It's very thin. But
Yeah.
It's like a different style.
Yeah.
What's the other spot in Aiea? They have really good meat jun.
Yeah. See.
Yeah. I think Young's Calbee. That spot.
Oh, okay.
One of the best
Yeah.
meat juns I had.
So like but I'm finding out more and more about Korean food,
Yeah.
right? There's sundubu, right, which is that tofu stew. See, and most people don't do that.
never- yeah.
Yeah. But it's amazing.
Yeah, I don't really like tofu. That's why.
Yeah,
but
well,
I'll
see,
try
it's
it,
not for everybody,
Yeah.
but they have the seafood stew, and they got all this other, like the tteokbokki,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
is the rice cake, which is like eating mochi in this kimchi sauce, kind of.
Yeah.
The Korean fried chicken. We got to take you to a Korean fried chicken place.
Oh yeah, I love Korean fried
The
chicken.
Korean fried chicken is insane now.
Where's the best one?
Well, BBQ chicken in Kahala is awesome.
Really?
Vaughn's is really good.
Yeah.
But there's a couple other that have just popped up, and I think we're gonna do that.
Okay. Yeah.
think we're gonna do
Yeah,
that
I was gonna
one
ask.
for you.
Do I find out the day of or
No,
or
no.
is it surprise?
No, I'll pick it first, and I'll let you know.
Okay,
I'll let you
okay,
know. We
yeah.
try to give you a heads up, but
Yeah.
I'm not a good planner, so sometimes like the night before, going, hey, but with you, I got to give you a more heads up.
Yeah, just let me know. We'll do it.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah,
we got some questions from my followers too.
Oh,
that
okay.
They asked. Let's see. Oh, so how long have you been a weatherman? 35 years, right?
Yeah, so 30, well, whatever the math is from 94 to today. So what is that, 31, I think.
31?
Yeah, 31, 30, going on 32, I think.
This person, Midnight 808, asked, what time is it going to rain on Oahu? I have to finish my golf round by 3 p.m.
Depends where you're golfing. But for today, good luck finding any rain.
Yeah.
Good luck finding any rain. And if you get rained on, consider yourself blessed.
This guy, Mike_Y, asked, ask Guy Hagi to tell us about cloud seeding.
Oh, God.
Is that like how they think it's planned?
Yeah,
the weather?
not everybody. There are conspiracy theorists, right?
Yeah.
Back in, I think, the 30s or 40, long time ago, right? These scientists decided that what we're going to do is we're going to try to help create rain, especially for the Midwest of the U.S., right? The Dust Bowl areas. So we're going to drop, I think it's some kind of silver nitrate or some kind of chemical in the clouds to force the clouds to kind of condense and create rain. And it works to some extent, but not to all extent.
Yeah.
It's not an exact thing.
Do they do that here in Hawaii?
No, nobody does it.
Oh,
nobody does it. Nobody does it. It was an experiment. They tried.
Yeah.
And even in the driest areas like India, they've tried it, but it's really not a successful thing. And then you're dropping chemicals over the thing, which is not good. But cloud seeding was something that was tried, and they found out it doesn't have any widespread applications or widespread success, put it that way. So cloud seeding was a thing. They tried it.
Yeah.
But everybody's trying to manipulate weather. You got somebody in Congress going, oh, the Jews have a space laser. This is Congress today now.
Yeah.
Somebody said the Jews have a space laser. They're the ones controlling weather. And I can't tell you, face to the palm, man. I mean, palm to the face. I just going, geez. But yeah, and all the people are going, contrails from the plane, they're dropping chemicals.
Yeah.
And you can't convince those people that believe that otherwise. So you can believe what you believe, but I don't.
Yeah. Cloud seeding.
Cloud seeding. There you go.
Someone asked, how tall are you?
I'm 5'6".
Five-
On a good day.
Wait, really?
Yes.
I thought you were taller than that.
See, I'm good. I'm good that I project tall, but no, I've got...
How much pairs of socks are you wearing?
Oh, yeah, that's it, man. That's all I got. And there are no lifts in my shoes, unlike some other prominent people.
You've been part of Hawaii TV culture for forever. What does it mean when people say, what does it mean to you when people say, I grew up watching you?
I'm very, very flattered, humbled, and at the same time feel ancient.
Yeah.
I try to think that I mean, like everybody else, I try to think that I'm younger than I am, and I try to keep pushing it that way. But I'm very humbled when somebody says that. You know what I mean? Because they stuck with me from when I was lousy.
Yeah.
And make no mistake about it.
You feel like they're part of your life. You know?
Yeah, make no mistake about it. I feel I was lousy. I don't care what, because I'm a critique now, right? I'm a critic now, and I go, how does that person get on air? That person's terrible. Why can't they see? But same thing, they let me go for a while. Nobody was paying attention when I was fumbling all over the place. Either that or I was coming cheap, so that was good.
Yeah, I mean, you have any final thoughts or any message to, let's say, a younger kid that wants to be like who you are into broadcasting?
So the late Jim Leahy, when I started doing this, I really got lucky with Jim Leahy. I was doing surf reports for the radio. Jim was doing radio as well, right? So one morning,
it's Kanoa Leahy's dad.
Yeah, Kanoa's dad. This is Kanoa's dad, the late Jim Leahy. So one day in the morning, I called, and then he answered the call. He took the report, and then he goes, "Hey, Guy, you saw the fights last night?" I go, "Yeah, I watched the fights, and I have a history with boxing. I box." So I told him, "Yeah, and this and this and this, and yeah, I was watching the Golden Gloves, and I gave him my 2 cents." And he goes, "Hey, Guy, you gotta come. You gotta do radio boxing with me." I said, "What?" So I had a professional card. So I said, "Okay." So I got free tickets for my friends. I went, and then so he did the play-by-play.
Yeah.
And then in the minute between round, I did the color. I told him what I thought was happening. So then we formed this relationship. So when I started doing TV, he goes, "Guy, I only have 3 rules for you in TV. Be yourself, because you cannot be anybody else. Don't tell a lie, because a lie will always come back and bite you in the ass." Funny that my moniker is lie. So a lie will come back and always bite you in the ass. And the third one was, don't trust broadcast management, which is funny because he always had run-ins with broadcast management, and I've had a couple run-ins myself, but I can tell you. I don't live by that last one because I trust the people that are steering the ship. But the first two, I live by those. Yeah.
Oh, right there. You guys heard it right there.
Yeah. So that would be my advice to everybody.
Yeah, that's a good.
Stay true to yourself because you're too with your comedy.
In anything, you gotta stay true to yourself. Never tell a lie.
Yeah. Because
even if you get called Guy Hagi.
Yeah. Because that way I don't have to remember anything too. I have a very bad memory. So yeah.
Oh, that's a good piece of advice.
Yeah. And I want to say a very, very humble thank you to everybody because I wouldn't be here without some kind of support from people out there, right? Watching and giving me all this positive reinforcement and all that. And even the negative stuff, they're watching. So I appreciate that too.
Negative and positive, we'll take it all.
It's that lesson from Howard Stern, right?
Yeah. Right on. Yeah. Right, ladies and gentlemen, Guy Hagi. Don't forget to check out Cheap Eats every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday.
Yeah. On K5. I'll be on it as well. But yeah, thank you guys. This is the stand-up life. We just throw shotguns at the end. All right.